All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Annie, did you want to just introduce kind of yourself to everybody? I know everyone knows Annie Bergholz with WFG national title,
Hi,
but
Annie.
it's always nice to see your smiling face,
Yeah.
Annie.
How are you guys this morning?
Hi, Amy.
Everybody.
Good, good. Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to thank you for allowing us to do these webinars, and it's our goal to bring you added value. And in turn, we would love the opportunity to be your title and escrow partner of choice. So we look forward to working with those who I've never worked with before.
Sure. Everybody heard of that? Yes, let's go to open the escrow and do business with Annie.
I love it.
Thank you,
Any
Leon.
listing, refinancing, and purchasing, please open the escrow with Annie. And it's very helpful and knowledgeable and have our transaction moving well and smoothly. We experience and feel great when working with Annie on time.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Aaron.
There we go. There was a great testimonial for you, Annie. Okay, awesome, Annie. So I'm going to dive right in. Thank you, Leon, for that. And I'm going to mute everybody. If you have a comment or a question at any point, go ahead and just unmute yourself and ask your question at any time. Okay, so very easy to unmute yourself. Just on the bottom left of this video window, you can see that mute and unmute button right there, right near the start and stop video. And by the way, if you'd like to start your video, go for it. It'd be great to be able to see everybody and almost as if we're all here together, because we kind of are. So, okay, you guys, so let's dive right in. Today, we're going to dive into crafting your brand specifically through your mission, vision, and core values. Okay, so we've gone through some branding exercises together in the past. I remember we went through an archetype brand process where we identified our brand archetype. Guess what? I want to make sure everyone has identified that, because we're going to use that today to craft and come up with our 4 core values, our mission, and our vision statements. Okay, it's very key that we dive into this and make sure we get this knocked out. So for those that haven't taken the quiz yet, I'm going to give you the quiz today, and go ahead and start taking that. Okay, so I might even just post that right to chat right now, so that folks that haven't taken that quiz can take that. So if you take a look at chat, there's a link right in chat to a website, poweredbywest.com/archetype, and the password is ARCquiz, one word, capital A, lowercase RCH, capital Q, lowercase UIZ. So ARCquiz. So for those that haven't taken that quiz or don't remember or don't know what their archetype is, take that quiz. You're going to get assigned one of 12 different brand archetypes. This is going to help us come up with the verbiage for our mission statement, our vision statement, and our core values. Okay, this is going to be very, very informative for you, especially as you move forward with your business. It's going to help with you understanding who you are as a business person, who you want to work with. This will help you make you more relatable out in the market. This will help people build trust with you. This will help you come up with different marketing material, things, content you can share on social media, video content if you're creating that kind of stuff, if you're doing a podcast, whatever that looks like. This is going to help with all of that. Okay, so again, take a look at chat, click the link in chat, and take that 10-question multiple choice quiz. Once the quiz is done, you're going to get a result. That result is your brand archetype that's assigned to you, that is in alignment with your beliefs. Once you have that, write that down or take note of that so that you have that moving forward. Okay, because we're going to do one more activity based on that result. Okay, everybody. So again, I'm just going to make sure everyone is muted as we move forward into our branding session today. So really, really excited about this. If you're calling in, then do your best to kind of just stay focused on what I'm chatting about today. Ideally, though, you're able to also take a look at the screen that's being shared right now. And again, I'm going to share a replay with everyone as well, a video replay, so that you can dive back into this. Highly encourage you to make sure that by the end of today, you have come up with your unique mission statement, vision statement, and selected 4 core values. Okay, this is going to be a game changer for again, the way that you relate to the public, the way you relate to consumers, and them seeing what your unique value proposition is, them feeding off of your energy as a professional, and as someone that can help them create success. So again, you guys, thank you so much for having me. My name's Aaron Lacey. I'm the marketing technology director with West, and I am a psychology-based digital marketer. So everything that I talk about really has a deeper understanding of how to build and leverage relationships and how to create more influence with all of our activities on a daily basis. Because if we can influence more people, we can generate more money, we can create more success. It's a win-win for everybody. So I'm going to dive into a presentation today, and this is going to walk us right through a lot of this process that I just discussed. This is all about, again, defining who you are as an operator. This is, for some people, fairly painful. This is something that most of us don't want to do. You guys, this is, though, when you're starting a new business, usually these are the things that you work on first. These are the things you should be excited and passionate about working on. What the heck is your mission? Like, who do you want to help, right? What do you want to do every day? Your vision. What is your overarching goal as a business person? You know, and what are your core values? And what is maybe a tagline for you, right? So if this stuff is really foreign to you, or if you're like, Aaron, I don't see any value in this, then this is the right session for you today. So in diving in, everyone knows who I am for the most part. If you don't, again, I am a digital marketing consultant. I work for a company called West, which is the sister company of WFG National Title. I'm a resource of Annie's, and I help agents go from good to great. Okay, I help you double your business. I mean, that really is the goal. And so you can reach out to me at any time through Annie, and Annie will get us scheduled and booked, or you can go to getwithaaron.com and select a time that works best for you. Okay. So I really speak on everything digital marketing, from branding to lead generation to staying top of mind. Okay. Content creation, CRM, stuff like that. A lot of what I instruct on and teach on, I consider part of my Execute training series, which is all about executing and implementing things in your business rather than just consuming information. So definitely take action with what you're going to learn today. So let's set the stage. And in setting the stage, I want to make sure everyone's on the same page with the fact that there's really two mindsets that we have, and it's a choice. We can either be in an abundance mindset, or we can be in a scarcity mindset. And you guys, let's operate from a mindset of abundance. That is a mindset of gratitude, peace of mind, wise choices, creating positive outcomes for ourselves. Everything we do, we should really consider where our mindset is at in the moment. And right now we live in a time where visibility trumps ability. Visibility is more important right now in a lot of ways, right? Not in every way, but in a lot of ways, more so than ability, okay? And what does that mean exactly? Well, that means that the people that are seen more often than not are the ones that get the business. When it comes to branding, branding is all about being seen and being heard specifically, but being heard in a way that's authentic to you, that's valuable to you. So let's get started. So in getting started, I want to talk about storytelling, because really at the core of marketing is the ability to tell a story, right? We're in a sales-based business, but guess what? The best salespeople are the best storytellers. And storytelling is the way that humans transfer information to each other. And we have over generations and generations. In fact, there are some stories that are thousands and multiple thousands of years old. There are some fairy tales that date back 10,000 years old. Okay, so I know I've covered some of these topics with you in the past, but I want you to hang with me. We're going to go through and make sure everyone's really clear with what their archetype is, and then we're going to dive into the mission, vision, core values. But starting with storytelling, the thing is, when you start reading a story, right, you start noticing characters in that story. When you start noticing the characters, right, there's characters that are introduced along the way. You start understanding right away the role that character is going to play in the story. And what I want to do for you is I want people to see you as a character that's in their story, and I want them to automatically know what role you are going to play. Because if they can see you without even knowing you and know the role you're going to play in the story of their life, they're more likely to move forward with you and work with you. Okay. But in order for us to show them what role we're going to play, we have to share our story. And and what we're going to do is we're going to really craft that story in today's session. But if we look at these characters and stories that we recognize, right, what we don't realize, there's an underlying archetype associated with each and every one of them, right? So the sage, the hero, the outlaw, the jester, there's 12 archetypes overall that every single character in every story can fall in line with. Guess what? That translates into the business world as well. Every single business operator and business owner has an archetype, right? And so identifying what yours is and then leveraging that can make you, again, more relatable, so that when somebody is looking at your marketing, looking at advertising of yours, watching you on social media, they feel like they already know you. They know what role you're going to play in their life. And again, storytelling is all around us. Movies, TVs, books, marketing, Instagram stories, Facebook stories. The fastest growing segment of social media is Instagram stories, with over 600 million daily active users. Why are people so infatuated, and why are they so attracted to the Instagram story feed? Because they are seeing the stories of their followers. And it's very, very interesting, very fascinating. And by watching those stories, they feel like they get a deeper understanding of who we are as people. And so what we want to show them is who we are as professionals, right? They can see who we are as people on our social media for the most part, but who are we as professionals? How are we going to act when a deal falls out of escrow, or when the negotiation doesn't go through, or when a home doesn't work out and we have to continue looking at multiple homes, or when the financing falls through, or the interest rate actually ends up being higher than we anticipated, or there's some sort of roadblock, right? How are we going to respond? If they know us, right? If they feel like they know us, they can relate to us, they're going to be more likely to be totally receptive to whatever our advice and guidance is in that moment. And again, and stick with us, right? So archetypes help brands. By the way, we are all a brand, okay? And a brand is really when people think of who we are, what we say, how we act, the success we create, that is our brand. So archetypes help people connect with us in a deep way, right? And just tapping right into the basic human needs, right? And so in other words, it makes us more relatable. So think about you on the left and buyer and seller on the right, right? Our goal is to create that same familiar connection that people have with other characters in stories. But again, you are going to be a character in their story. This was created by a Swiss psychiatrist named Carl Jung, and really interesting, really interesting concept, really interesting information that Carl shares. If you're ever really bored one night, definitely take a look at his Wikipedia page. So I want to dive into the 12 different archetypes. So the 12 different ones are all listed here in this wheel of archetypes. So everything from the innocent to the sage, the explorer, outlaw, magician, hero, lover, jester, everyman, caregiver, ruler, creator. If you notice, they're actually broken up into quadrants, okay? And you'll notice the top right, you'll notice in all green, this group, the innocent, sage, and explorer, they yearn for spiritual. The bottom right quadrant, hero, magician, outlaw, they want to leave a mark. The bottom left quadrant, the everyman, jester, and lover, they want to connect to others. And the top left quadrant, caregiver, ruler, and creator, their goal and aim is to provide structure. Okay, so it's really interesting just to see the overarching themes of these different people, or these different brand types, and then specifically what they stand for. And what's nice is that quiz that hopefully you're taking now, or you've already taken and you've gotten your result from, that is going to match you up based on your choices, based on your business personality, with one of these different results. We're going to take that result and expand on it. So if you haven't taken that quiz yet, go ahead and take that quiz right now. And hopefully you're finished with that quiz by the time we get through covering these archetypes, okay? So that we can dive right into your mission statement, vision statement, core values, and even tagline. Okay, so poweredbywest.com/archetype, password ArcQuiz, case sensitive. Here's the thing too. If you run into any roadblocks, any hurdles, any challenges taking this quiz, let us know in chat. Go ahead and just type your comment in chat, or go ahead and just speak it to us, and we'll get you all squared away. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to dive in to the 12 different archetypes. Okay, and I just want to go through each one, and I'm going to kind of move fairly quickly, but I want to show you what each one stands for, what each one values. How when let's say a buyer or a seller sees you and you are in alignment with your archetype, here's what they automatically think, right? So the first archetype I want to share with you today, and again, I'm going to run through these pretty quickly, is the innocent, with a goal of creating happiness, spreading optimism, and simplifying and purifying life. And by the way, you guys, just a side note, if you already know your archetype, go ahead and type that into chat. I'd love to see just a sample of what some of our archetypes are. Or when you get your result, type that result into chat. And would you just share that with everyone so we can see some examples of what you are? By the way, I'm a sage archetype. So we'll get to that here in a second. Okay. So again, this is the personality of you as a business person. So you're sage as well. Awesome. So sages love to share information, love wisdom and knowledge, love to collect information. So let's go through with the innocent. Okay. And keep in mind, there are different ways to say the same name or the same archetype. So this says innocent, AKA purist, idealist, traditionalist. So depending on your result from the quiz, your result may say traditionalist, and that is the innocent. Okay. They're all synonymous for the same core traits. So goal of the innocent: create happiness, spread optimism, simplify and purify life. Strategy: do things right, be trustworthy, positive, and straightforward. And fear is things that are negative, things that aren't natural. So these are some examples of those innocent archetype characters from movies and stories and books, right? So these are the innocents, and these are innocent business brands. And what's really interesting is if you are an innocent brand, go ahead and dive into the websites, the social media, the YouTube channel of these different business brands to see what kind of information they share, how they share it, how they position themselves and present themselves to the public. Because every single Fortune 500 company is operating with all of their messaging, with all their social media, all the marketing they do, all the advertising they do, everything they put out that the public sees that has their name attached to it, it is in alignment with their brand, okay, and their brand archetype. They all know what their archetype is. If we dive into the sage, which is what I am, otherwise known as the teacher, the expert, the thinker, goal is to understand the world and teach others what you know. Strategy: seek information and knowledge through self-reflection, research, objectivity, and diligence, and a fear of being duped, misled, wrong, or outsmarted. These are sage characters, okay? And these are sage brands or organizations: BBC News, Harvard, Bloomberg, Google, National Geographic, CNN, right? All about providing information, providing wisdom, right? Allowing people to level up in their area of knowledge, okay? All about education, right? Which is a good fit for me. I'm a sage brand, and that's what I do, is I do a lot of education. Let's continue on. The explorer: this would be the adventurer, pioneer, seeker. Goal: to experience a better, more authentic, more fulfilling life. Freedom. Strategy is the journey. They like to journey, seek out, experience new things, escape from boredom, and their fear is being trapped, right? Conformity. These are some examples, right? Indiana Jones, Dora the Explorer, Amelia Earhart. And some other explorer business brands: Virgin, Jeep, Starbucks, REI, right? All about freedom, all about exploration, right? Tap into like a quadruple shot espresso from Starbucks, and you're going to be exploring some new places, right? Maybe just in your own mind, but you'll be exploring. That's the whole concept, though, you guys, is these brands attached to the personality of the archetype. Therefore, when you think of the brand, you think of the personality. It really humanizes the brand, right? Really humanizes it. It creates almost a human element to the brand. The maverick is the rebel, revolutionary, the outlaw. Goal is to overturn what isn't working, freedom from establishment, disrupt, disobey, not to conform, right? Fear of being powerless, ineffectual, or trapped. So these would be all those outlaw characters, okay? And then these are the outlaw brands. Apple is an outlaw brand. Apple is a revolutionary brand, okay? Harley Davidson, Diesel, right? These are all going against the grain, like doing things differently, right? Thinking differently. And we're going to dive into some mottos and taglines and some mission and vision statements too. And I want to show you how businesses present themselves in a little different light. Then we're all going to create our own mission and vision. Okay, so in continuing to move forward, let's look at the magician, otherwise known as the inventor, transformer, visionary. Goal, make dreams come true, leverage the laws of the universe, right? Strategy, develop a vision and live by it, help other people transform their lives. And fear, unintended consequences. So if we look at some of those different characters that are the magicians, and then some of those brands, right? These are brands that promise knowledge, right? So the magicians, they promise this new enhanced experience. And aren't these some innovators in their own right? Disney and Dyson, right? Dyson makes vacuuming fun. I actually like vacuuming with the Dyson. It's amazing. Hero brand. So again, you guys, if you know what your brand is, type that into chat. Share that with the rest of the group. So hero would be the warrior, the champion, the victor. Goal is to master. So expert mastery through courageous acts in a way that improves the world. Strategy, be as strong and as competent as possible. Take action, be decisive, overcome challenges, and a fear of weakness, vulnerability. So these would be those hero characters that we recognize. And then these are the hero brands that you all recognize, right? If you tap into these brands and you connect with these brands, they're going to turn you into a hero of some sort, or you're going to be a hero because of your alignment with the brand. So either they're saying, hey, we're a hero, and if you want to be a hero, connect with us, or we can turn you into a hero, right? And a lot of people are attracted to that. Look, Army, be the best. Nike, just do it. Gatorade, right? Turn someone into an athlete. Snickers, you've seen those Snickers commercials where someone's really out of the sorts, all of a sudden they bite into a Snickers and they turn back into themselves, right? That's what it's all about. The lover or the seducer, beauty, sensualist, the romantic would be another term for the lover. To be in a relationship with people, right? To be more attractive to others. And a fear of being rejected. So these are the lover characters you recognize, and then these are the lover brands, right? They're all about passion and relationship, right? They're all about emotion. And so really interesting though, if you look at these lover brands, they all have very, very similar branding, black and white by nature, right? Look very classy. Maybe if you were more into luxury real estate, working a higher end of the market, and you were a lover brand, you could really tap into this. Okay. Ann said the innocent. Great. Thanks for sharing that. So the entertainer, the jester, the comedian, the performer, all about making people laugh, right? Their goal is to joke, have fun with everything they do. Their fear of being bored or boring others, right? The entertainer. We all know those entertainers. We've all seen them. And again, there's a defined brand behind the way that they act. And this is something that Hollywood's tapped into, that corporate America's tapped into, because they know how effective it is. And so here's some companies and corporations that are these fun brands. Old Spice with their advertising with the gentleman riding the horse, and all of a sudden he's backwards, and then he's it's really, really fun stuff. MailChimp, Dollar Shave Club, Ben and Jerry's. Again, just making people laugh, right? That's what they're known for. When you look at one of these brands, you think about entertainment, you think about having fun. The everyman or the girl or guy next door, right? Oftentimes there's a lot of agents that fall into this brand archetype. This is all about relatability. This is all about empathy, belonging, being accepted by others. So strategy, develop solid values, be down to earth, accessible, hardworking, nice. It looks like Era is the king leader. So that would be the hero. Yep. Awesome. So a fear to be left out, left behind. So here are those, everyman or the guy, girl next door characters. And then here are the company brands, right? Tom's, Gap, IKEA, Chipotle, Levi's. They're not trying to do something crazy and out of extraordinary, right? But guess what they are? They are consistent. I know I can go to any Chipotle in the United States, and guess what? It is a consistent experience. I know consistently how Gap and Levi's, the size of those and how they fit. I know at IKEA, I know I'm going to consistently get reliable and trendy furniture. I know that consistently I'm going to get that, right? That's what this is all about, is consistency, that girl or guy next door archetype. Let's jump into one of our last archetypes, and that is the caregiver. So the caregiver is, Annie, I've had a feeling you were the innocent. Love it. So the caregiver is oftentimes, what I'm finding is this is what most real estate agents fall into, this archetype. And it's really interesting that it's not a coincidence. It's because caregiver is all about servitude, right? It is like the mother. It's all about having a servant's mindset. So it's all about helping and taking care of others, doing things for others, servicing them, focusing on others, right? Selflessness, right? Their fear, biggest fear, is being selfish or ingratitude, like doing something for others and them not being grateful for that. Okay, so caregiver, you'd be surprised, most real estate agents, lenders are caregiver, but not all, right? Not all. And it's funny how this business attracted them, right? Or attracted us, I should say. Okay, so once you, and these are those character or caregiver characters, right? So these are all about helping, all about taking care of others. And these are the caregiver brands. You guys, does this make sense? Right? Look at these brands. They position themselves all about service, all about taking care of you, right? Making you feel better, making you safe, making you comfortable, right? These are household names right here. They've spent millions of dollars making themselves household names using the caregiver archetype. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish our last one, then we're going to dive into and look at ours specifically. And I'm going to show you where to go here in a second. We're going to pull up a website. Let's look at the last one, royalty. That's the ruler, the executive, the upper class. This is all about creating a prosperous, successful community. The strategy is to grow authority and audience, show exclusivity, live the lifestyle they want, and a fear of being overthrown or losing control. So those royal characters, right? Those keen characters, these are those different archetype characters. And then these are the brands, right? All promising royalty. And if you take a look at them, when you put on a nice Rolex or a Louis Vuitton, you got a nice Louis Vuitton bag, or you jump into your Mercedes, or you pop open and you sign a document with your Mont Blanc pen, or you pull out your American Express, or you jump on to a British Airways flight, you feel a little superior in a way, right? You feel like you've got power. You feel like you're special, right? That you're kind of exclusive. And that's the whole concept behind being a ruler. Okay. Yeah. So Hera, so the king, the leader, this is that brand. Okay. Is the royalty brand. So, okay. Yeah. So so again, here's the thing though. It's not about us having a big ego. It's about relatability. So if this is your core business personality, then what we can do is we can attract. Do you think these brands here are attractive to others? Absolutely. They're extremely attractive, even to other people that don't have that same archetype. Let's just say like I'm more of a caregiver type, or I'm the sage, and I look at Rolex. Guess what? I want a Rolex. I want a Mont Blanc. I want all that. I want a nice Mercedes. Like that's the thing. So Hera, with you leveraging your archetype with your messaging, your branding, social media, right? People are going to desire that. They're going to be attracted to the information you're putting out, because not just because they know and can relate to it, but because you're being authentic with yourself, if that makes sense. Okay. So let's dive in here a little deeper, guys. And again, if you have any questions, by all means, reach out at any point. Okay. So I think this is the last one, the creator, the artist, the designer, the maker. Goal is to realize a vision, express themselves, and promote individuality. Strategy to develop, create, innovate. Fear of lack of inspiration, no execution. These would be those creator characters that we probably recognize. And these would be the creator brands that we definitely recognize. Right? When you look at these brands, you think about creating, you think about coming up with something new, you think about being an artist, right? You think about innovating. Okay. And that's what these brands, that's why they really pay a lot of attention to putting that image out into the market, because they know it's going to benefit them. Okay, so if you have any questions on your archetype or anything we just went through, let me know. Because our next steps, we're going to craft our core values, our mission, and our vision statements, and if we have time, our tagline. So let me share with you how we're going to figure out what our core values are if you don't already have them. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this website right here. Okay, so it's going to be bit.ly, okay, /branding site. Okay, and I just posted that right into chat. What's going to happen when you click on that is you may not see your window because you may just be seeing my window, my share screen. Okay, so if that's the case, go ahead and just move my screen over, move the Zoom window over, and what I want you to do is you're going to see a page that looks like this. Okay, and it says at the very top, it says New Envision Designs in the top left, and then you're going to see it's an article. It says, "Does your brand have multiple personality disorder? A look at brand archetypes." What you'll do is you'll scroll down there, and all 12 archetypes are listed out. You're going to want to identify which archetype is yours. So there's the creator, the hero, the outlaw, the lover, the everyman, the sage, the explorer, the innocent, the ruler, the jester or the comedian, the caregiver, the magician. Okay, so figure out which one is yours, right? This is the guy or girl next door, the everyman. So again, they have synonymous names. So figure out which one is yours and then click on that. So I'm going to click on mine. So I'm a sage. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Meet the Sage. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look through this page and we want to identify 4 meaningful words on our brand archetype page. Okay? So everyone should be here. And as we're scrolling through this page, I want you to identify words that are resonating with you, that are speaking to you in a powerful way. And I want you to write them all down. Maybe it's 10 words. Write them all down. Okay, you guys, write down as many words as you can from your brand archetype page on this website. Again, I posted the link right into chat. Click that from your phone, click that from your computer, wherever you're at, and select and click into your archetype page. And once you have it pulled up, there's a lot of information that's being presented to us, right? So if I scroll through this page, you're going to see a lot of information, and then you're going to see some videos. But what I want to do is I want to start at the top, and most of the language on this page is in alignment with your archetype. So if I look at this, and it says, what is truth? If you are the sage brand archetype, this is the question that keeps you up at night. A perfectionist by nature, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So one word could be perfection. Another word could be, as I start to read through this, the sage believes the path to happiness is paved with knowledge. We could say happiness, knowledge, seeking out truth, making the world a better place, high level of consciousness, intelligence, right? What else? If we look over here on the right-hand side, the promise, the truth will set you free. So truth, core desire, the discovery of truth. You say discovery is a word that speaks out to you. A goal, to use intelligence to understand the world. Intelligence, understanding. Strategy, seek out information, understand processes. Gift, wisdom. So wisdom might be one of those words. Okay. Motivation, independence might be one of those words. Fulfillment. So let's say you came up with truth, wisdom, independence, and fulfillment. Those are your core values, right? Those are 4 great core values. So identify as many words as you can on your page. And it may take a little while for you to kind of scroll through and make sure you're just finding words that you see, acquisition of knowledge, disseminating information, that really resonate with you and resonate and are in alignment with the archetype. Okay, because again, you guys, every single human being can recognize and categorize everybody else into one of those 12 different brand archetypes. And the more you are in alignment with what yours truly is to you as your authentic self, the easier it is to be that, right? To show that. And the more real and the more truthful you're being with your audience. right? Because I could say my quiz result could be hero, but if I say, you know what, I'd rather be a sage, well, I'm not really staying authentic to who I am. I should really stick with hero because that is what my result was. Okay, so once you've identified your 4 keywords, okay, here's what we're going to do. Or maybe you've come up with 20 words, whatever that looks like, okay? What we want to do is we want to write them all down, okay? So we want to write them all down, right? Whatever those words are, the verbiage, the descriptive words that you found on that page, write them all down. Maybe you've came up with 20 words, write them all down. I want you to narrow it down to 4. Okay, so here's some sample words. So real, good neighbor, connector. So this would be for like the everyman. Here's some different words: trustworthy, advocate. Whatever your words are, break it down into 4. Those are going to be your 4 core values. Here's the thing, you guys. Can you change those core values in the future? Are you totally locked into what you select right now? No, you're not. But just following along in this exercise is going to take your understanding of this process, your understanding of your brand to another level. So just stay with me, you guys. Come up with those 4 words. And then what I want you to do is write 1 to 2 sentences for why you chose each of those 4 words. So for me, I chose truth, I chose wisdom, independence, and fulfillment. So truth, why would I select truth? I think truth for me stands for I want to provide the most accurate information with the highest level of integrity possible. Right? That's how I explain truth. That would be my definition of truth. For wisdom, I would discuss that I want to collect all possible perspectives and information before I move forward and make a decision, right? And I want to share that information with my clients, right? Who doesn't want to work with someone that's sharing wisdom? How about independence, right? I want to enable independence for my clients so that, you know, they are able to operate really on their own if they need to, so that they create that independence in their lifestyle through their move, maybe. Fulfillment, right? My goal is to create a fulfilling experience, an enjoyable experience throughout the entire transaction, from finding a property or listing a home, through the transaction process, all the way through closing, all the way through you owning the home. My goal for you is one of fulfillment. Okay. That would be my 4 core values and my explanation for all 4. Okay. Then I would go to the next step. Okay. Anybody have any questions on core values? Okay. Awesome. Hopefully you guys are following along and you're coming up with, you've come up with those 4 words that you can explain. If somebody says, hey, why did you select those 4 words? You can go through and explain each one in a sentence or 2. Okay. Yes.
I have something to add in.
Please.
To me, the core value, it had to be from the heart. Like when I choose my core value, it had to be my most concern, my something that I really care about. I think that's what I'm doing. Is that right? Is that what you're trying to say?
I love that. Absolutely.
I was someone else. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And keep in mind, you guys, there's no wrong way to do this, right? There's no wrong answer. Whatever you select is the right answer, right? So, and what Min just said is, you know, this being in alignment with who you are, being authentic to you, is going to make it more real and is going to make it more attractive to other people, right? We could choose any words we want. We can really choose any words we want, but if the words are in alignment with who we are, then they're also going to be aligned with our archetype. Therefore, they're going to be very authentic and they're going to be very real and very truthful. When people see us acting in this manner and sharing this information on social media in that manner, they're going to automatically be able to identify our archetype and already be able to relate to us. They're going to feel like they know us. Okay. So let's dive back in. So great point you just brought up. Let's dive into mission and vision statements. And what I want to share quickly is the difference between the two, because oftentimes it's very easy to mix these up and they're very confusing. So just to explain what they are in their most simple state, a vision is a future objective. It describes a future state you're ultimately working towards. It's something you want to accomplish someday, right? It's a big, lofty goal, a big, lofty vision, right? And I'm going to show you some companies' visions, but like Microsoft's vision was a computer in every home, right? And that was before there was ever a single computer in anybody's home. And then your mission, while your vision is that big lofty goal, your mission is going to be present tense. It's why you do what you do and who benefits from this work. It's what you're doing every day. Your mission is your daily behavior that leads to you accomplishing your vision. So I'd like to start with your vision. What is your huge, outlandish, massive goal? What do you want to be known for when you're no longer even here, when you're no longer around? When people say, you know what, Annie, gosh, you know what? I remember Annie. She was, man, all she cared about was helping other people. But her overall goal was to, she wanted to make sure that every homeless person had a home to live in. You know what I mean? That was her goal. That's why she worked. That's why she did what she did. That was her overall goal, her overall vision. So I'm going to share some vision statements, with you guys, and let's take a look at some examples. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to share my screen, and let's take a look at some companies. Okay. So Tesla. Mission, accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, but their vision, create the most compelling car company in the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles. Driving the world's transition to electric vehicles, right? They're going to accomplish that, right, through their work in sustainable energy, but their overall vision is to get the world using electric vehicles. Okay. Amazon. So again, their mission, this is what they're doing on a daily basis, offering customers lowest possible prices, best selection, utmost of convenience. Their vision, what they're working towards, is to be the Earth's most customer-centric company where their customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online. Okay. Patagonia. Build great products. Their vision is to help the overall environmental health of the planet, okay, to reverse that decline. Their mission or their vision, so their mission is to create great products, to provide a great service, and yours could be to provide a great service. Your vision could be to save the planet, right? That's their vision. Your vision could be to provide homeownership for every human on the planet. You know what I mean? And so what happens is when the people that are in that organization wake up every morning and they go to work, they operate in alignment with their mission and vision. I know Patagonia is very good with sharing their core values, their mission and their vision, and all their employees know what the mission is, what they're going to do on a daily basis. And then what's really attractive to their customers and to their company is the overall vision, what they're working toward, that larger, bigger goal that's not just making a bunch of money, but it's them standing for something a lot larger than themselves. Okay. And that's, again, what that vision is. TED, spread ideas, is their mission. Their vision is to change attitudes, lives, and ultimately the world. Okay. Let's look at a few more. LinkedIn. Connect the world's professionals, make them more productive and successful. The vision, create opportunity for every member in the global workforce. Okay. So I think you have a pretty good idea of the difference between mission and vision. And what I would encourage you to do at this point is write down what your massive, lofty goal is. And again, it doesn't have to be anything real estate related if you don't want it to be. Okay. This is going to be the goal, though, that other people get excited about. They know when they do business with you that eventually this is what they're contributing towards, is you ending homelessness, or you providing a superior real estate experience of some sort that causes the world to think differently of the real estate community? I don't know, right? It could be literally anything. And that's usually the challenge, is there's so many different things we could do and say that it can be a big challenge. But again, come up with your vision. Come with your vision. Like, what do you want to do, or who do you want to truly, what do you want to solve? What massive problem do you want to solve? Okay. So whatever that looks like. And again, you may not figure that out now, but give it a shot right now. Give it your best shot. Okay. Whatever that looks like, because I want to go on to our mission statement. Okay. So our mission statement is, what are we going to do today and consistently on a daily basis to accomplish our vision? Okay. What are we going to do on a daily basis to accomplish our vision? Okay. So that might be, we are going to work with people in a specific area and do something specific for them on a daily basis to where eventually we're going to accomplish our vision. Right? And here's the thing about our vision. We may never accomplish our vision. But guess what? If we aim for something very lofty, we aim for this massive star and we don't hit it, guess what? What's the worst that happens? We land on the moon. We land on Mars somewhere, right? We still are going to accomplish something huge. And you guys, I think, just think about the craziest, most lofty goal you can imagine. That's your vision. And then mission. Let's bring it down. What drives you? What are you going to do today to accomplish that? Okay. What do we want to do on a daily basis to accomplish our mission or our vision? So you'll look at some companies, they will tap into their core values and they'll say, we're going to have fun. We're going to provide a superior experience, and we're going to treat our clients with dignity and respect. That might be their mission. Great. Some companies' mission might be, we're going to utilize the most effective marketing and technology to make sure our clients have the best real estate experience possible, right? That might be another one, right? We're going to provide the highest level of service, but for the least cost, therefore providing, a great overall transactional experience with our clients and save them money. That might be their mission statement. Okay. So whatever that looks like, you guys, I'm happy to share additional resources on coming up with mission statements and what other companies, especially in the real estate space, are doing. Okay. So here's the last thing I want us to work on is our tagline. If we were to take everything we just talked about, our core values, our mission, our vision, and we were to basically put that into one small phrase, okay? One small phrase, what would that look like? Okay, this is our tagline. Okay, what does that tagline look like? Okay, it could be better service, better experience, better results. It could be real, real people, real solutions. It could be, innovating and creating community with every closing that we have. I mean, it really could be anything. So that is going to be your tagline. Tagline is basically what people are going to think about, what they're going to utter when they think about your brand, right? They're not going to be able to memorize your vision or your mission or even your core values, but your tagline. And if you think about what are some famous taglines, right? What are some of our most famous taglines that exist out there? Nike, just do it, right? That's one of the most famous ones. We can look at Apple, think different. Coca-Cola, open happiness. McDonald's, I'm loving it, right? Those are the taglines. So taglines, different than a slogan. Tagline is really, it's what are you known for? What is different about you? Again, Nike's tagline, everyone knows it, just do it. Okay. So you guys, highly encourage you to take a shot at a tagline. Okay. Take a shot at that tagline. Come up with something you feel like represents kind of your mission, what you're doing on a daily basis. Okay. Maybe it could be something that has some inspirational value to it. Again, Apple's is think different, right? So, again, yours could be something along that same line, doing real estate different. You know what I mean? That could be your tagline. So, but what I want you to do though, try to tap into your archetype, right? Try to come up and use words and verbiage that was on that page, or one of your core values, or one of the other keywords you identified. Try to use those words as much as possible, because those words are in alignment with who you are as a business person. Okay. Okay. So we've gone through core values, mission, and vision. Okay. We've come up with a tagline as well. And now at this point, we're on our last step. And you guys, this last step is, what the heck are we going to do with what we just came up with? How do we actually use what we just came up with? Our core values, our tagline, our mission, our vision, our archetype. How do we use this? Well, we've already used our archetype to come up with our mission, vision, and core values. Okay. How do we share this out to the public so that they see this, so that they see how relatable we are, so that they feel like they know us even better because of this information? How do we share this with them so that they feel like they want to get behind what we stand for? You know, especially with our vision statement, right? And we may even want to just share our vision statement. I'd recommend using a little graphic design program like Canva, and I would put my core values in Canva. I'd put my mission statement in Canva, and I would create fun little shareable social media graphics that I would share out. I'd record myself sharing my core values and telling my audience why those are important to me, why I selected those, and I would post those on social media. What happens is you create a lot of clarity in the mind of your viewers, of your network, of your database, of your audience. They see what you stand for. And oftentimes, most people have no idea what a real estate agent stands for. They don't. They feel like a real estate agent just is trying to earn a commission, do whatever it takes to earn a commission. Guess what? You stand for something bigger if they can see that you have core values. They see that those core values are meaningful to you because you've explained what those are, whether through video or through you just sharing that on social media through graphic. They see your mission statement. They see your vision statement, what your big lofty goal is. And that might be something that they feel really passionate about. That might be something they want to get behind as well. People may do business with you just because of your vision statement, because they feel like it's such a powerful goal that you have. So how can we share this stuff? We can share our words, our verbiage, our ideas, our thoughts that are related to our brand, related to our archetype, our mission, vision, in conversations that we have. We can start using some of that language there in our listing presentations, on our websites, and our listings themselves. Even in the description of the property, we can use some of this verbiage. Any sort of content marketing and content creation we're doing, whether it's video, whether it's podcast, blogging, writing articles of any sort, or even just posting on social media, we can use these words. We can tap into our mission, make sure what we're doing is in alignment with who we are as a business person. So client stories, testimonials, your bio and about me pages, all your profiles. Think about your bio, you guys. We've all worked on crafting a really thoughtful and effective bio. And if you need help with your bio, you guys definitely let me know. And in fact, I just included a link to my bio builder right in the chat. Answer 7 questions, you'll have a bio. Now you may rethink your bio or redo your bio based on your archetype result and the words that you want to infuse into your bio now, right? I may want to start using the words truth and wisdom and knowledge in my bio and belonging, okay? Okay, so lastly, any questions before we finish up here? Okay, if you do have a question and maybe you don't want to ask it now, but you want to ask it later, reach out to Annie. Annie, if you wouldn't mind, type in your contact information into chat so everybody has it, and reach out to Annie, okay? And I'm going to share my Facebook and my Instagram in chat as well. You guys connect with me on Facebook and connect with me on Instagram. And I'd be happy to, that's really one of the best ways to communicate with me as well. So I just posted my Facebook and Instagram. Check that out. And if you guys want to schedule a quick chat with me, you can always reach out to Annie, or just simply go to getwithaaron.com and make sure you plug Annie's name into the little form there when you reserve 20 minutes on my calendar, and I'll include her in that as well. Okay. So there's Annie's email. There's her phone number. But you guys, I hope you have some great takeaways from today's session. Operate from a place of abundance. Check in with yourself. Make sure you're in the right headspace, because if we're not, it's going to prevent us from really achieving what we're capable of achieving. Every single person on this call watching this video is able of achieving some incredible things, some great things, including what you just came up with for your vision. And I would love to see people's vision statements. I'd love to, if you're willing to share yours, you can share it in chat or share it on social media with me. I'd love to see what you came up with. And so here's what I would leave you with. Courage, right? It takes courage to execute on things. It takes courage to put ourselves out into the public domain, to even post on social media, to share our core values, our mission, our vision. But here's the thing, courage is not being fearful, right? It's just still being able to act when there's fear present, right? It's going, you know what? I'm afraid right now. I'm experiencing resistance. This is making me uncomfortable. I have anxiety right now, whatever that looks like. This is creating stress for me, but I'm still going to take action. I'm still going to share what I feel like is the core of my business with my network, with my audience on social media, with these people that are in my email newsletter, with people that I talk to on a daily, weekly basis. I'm going to share that because that is who I am. That is my truth. And people deserve to hear that. And guess what, you guys? People want to hear that. You'd be really surprised that people actually want to hear that. So you guys, again, thank you so much. Here's who I am. Here's how I can help you. Reach out to me. Please reach out to me. Reach out to Annie. We are here to help you. That is our goal, is to help you level up in your business. I hope today's session was useful, and I look forward to our future sessions we're going to be having together. I know we're going to have quite a few more. We've had quite a few in the past when we were all getting together in person, and I can't wait to get back in front of you guys and share more things that I think can help you grow your business.
Thank you so much, Aaron. And I have a question. Do we have the copy of the video today?
So you will get a copy of this video, absolutely.
Because I missed so much.
All good. Yeah. You guys, I highly recommend referring back to this video as well to pick up and catch up on anything that you may have misheard or anything that you may have missed. There was a lot of great stuff shared in today's session. So definitely dive into that. And you know what? I wish you a blessed rest of your day, rest of your week. I really appreciate you allowing Annie and myself into your worlds. And we can't wait to come back. And Annie, did you want to leave some final thoughts?
I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you to Pacificwide for allowing us to bring value. And because with that value, it will only help you grow. So
thank you so much, Annie and Aaron. You guys are awesome. I love all your training. And Annie, I appreciate that you help us to set up and arrange all this training. I really appreciate your time.
Oh, good. Thank you, Min. Thank
awesome,
you.
You guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. We'll see you next time.
Thank
all right.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Bye.